Hangout.com, and today we are talking all about how to have a greener holiday. We're going to be talking about decorating in an eco-friendly way from some of the best DIY craft bloggers around the web. Today I have representatives from the Graphics Fairy, Everyday Home, Creative Christy, and Mom for Real, and they're going to share all of their expertise with you in our chat. So thanks so much for joining us. We're really excited, and each day this week at the same time we'll be doing a new Hangout on a new topic, so please be a repeat visitor to our Hangout. So ladies, thanks so much for joining this morning.
Hi, thank you.
Thank you.
You know, one of the first things I wanted to know was if you had to give one person a quick 30-second tip for how to craft in a more eco-friendly way for the holidays, what would it be? Help us out. Get us started.
I save everything. Grab a box, keep it in your garage somewhere out of sight, save jars, fabric. I save wine corks and do lots with them. So I just say save stuff and try to think outside of the box.
I love it. We have a resident crafter at our office, and her own personal office is full of all of our hand-me-downs, if you will. What about you, Barb?
Well, I live on a large 5-acre lot, so I've got access to all kinds of natural, and I just go on a cutting binge, you know, grapevine and greenery. One of the things that we're going to be doing, I've already got like 6 women that are signed on, is this year we're going to do Christmas in July. We're going to do a Christmas decoration swap, because I've got bins and bins, and this year I've been putting things aside like, oh, this is really pretty, but it's not my style anymore. And so we're going to do a Christmas swap, you know, and just take everything, set it up on a table, and if you bring 3, you get to take 3. So just kind of a, you know, easy way to not take things to the trash, but let someone else enjoy them.
Ooh, I love that idea. That's awesome. Who else? What about you, Jessica?
I'm the one that just said about the wine corks and stuff. Sorry.
What about you, Karen? I totally meant to say you.
I like to hit the thrift shops and find things that I can reuse. If I don't have the things in my home already that I can use, then I like to yard sale or thrift shops, or, you know, those type of places where you're reusing things that other people have gotten rid of. So like I don't know if I should show anything now, or...
Please, yeah. Show us something that you thrifted.
So this was a wreath that I made from an old sweater that I got at Goodwill.
Oh,
and
that's beautiful.
Thank you. And it's just like a straw-based wreath form. And I just cut off the sleeves of the sweater, just like that, and just use those, hot glued them right onto the wreath. And so, super cheap and easy. And it's kind of a hot look right now, that sweater stuff. You can use it on all different kinds of things, really, not just a wreath. So.
How long did that take you to make?
It really did not take very long at all. I just like pinned it to the form to sort of get it all fitted on there the way I wanted first, and then I just took the hot glue gun and just bing, 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 went around. Did not take any time at all, really. And you could do like balls, you know, ornament balls for your Christmas tree, or I've seen little cone-shaped ones, little tree-shaped ones, and all different kinds of things you could do with that. So.
We had another sweater craft come up in our pre-chat discussion. Let's see that beautiful garland.
Oh, this one, it's actually just an old sheet that I cut up into strips. And it's one of those ones that you just go to Goodwill and they have them for $1, and they might have like a huge stain on one like edge of it or something. So I just cut up the good stuff and ruffled it on my sewing machine. And I put loops on the ends so I can hang it anywhere. And I actually use this one for birthday parties, for other, because it's white, so I mean it goes with everything, but it looks gorgeous on the Christmas tree because it's not that sparkly, tinsely stuff. But so that's,
Christy,
I mean,
did you use pinking shears?
I did pink the edges of it, so it does kind of spit off a little bit of fabric, but it's fine.
Well, we we made a little craft ourselves too. I love what you guys are sharing because I'm actually not a crafty person at all. I think a lot of us aspire to be just as creative as you are, and we thrifted actually from scraps that people had brought in and created a little decoration from a toilet roll tube, a wrapper that had been around another object, and some gold wire, and we thought it would be super fun as a party cracker or a Christmas tree ornament or even a cute little bit of gift wrap. So talk about saving your junk. You can just grab some paint and some wire and create your own kind of homemade reused item.
Cute. That's really cute.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
So tell me a little bit more about the natural decor ideas that you had, Barb. I love that topic, and we love found items that you don't even have to buy, and nothing goes to waste. Tell us a little bit more about that.
This is how I'm going to be decorating using all of my boxes this year. I don't buy gift wrap. So you can see that. I just use regular boxes. This is all natural twine. This is cuttings from my yard. Oh, sorry, turn this around the other way. And this year I'm making my own tags. These are mail or shipping tags that I got at Staples, and I've just used, you know, see if you can get closer, just a bunch of stamps. And I don't use gift wrap because it's not recyclable because of all the dyes and stuff. I haven't used gift wrap probably in a long time. I use either brown craft paper, white butcher's paper is very pretty, again tied with just a plain bow or twine. And going back to, you know, found items, I have on my table, you can't see it, but this is one of my favorite things, and I don't know if you can see that I lit the candle. It's an old grater, and they make the prettiest luminaries, and I've got like a collection of these on a white platter on my table with some fresh greenery, just very simple.
Oh, that's gorgeous. And it looks like there's a lot of natural decor in your background too.
There is, yeah, there is. I mean, some of it is artificial because, I mean, you know, it would be nice to have a house full of fresh, and I do have a lot of fresh. But you know, even the faux greenery has been recycled, and then I add fresh to it for the look and the smell as well.
I love it. That's beautiful. You know, what I always want to know is how you get your ideas. Where do you guys draw inspiration from? Is it just from simply what you've got lying around, or a theme that you find on Pinterest and you want to make it even better? How does that process work?
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Christy.
I was going to say, for me, I have 2 little kids, and so, you know, every once in a while it's, hey, Mom, I want to do this, or they'll see something on TV. Like my 5-year-old, he saw somebody that had a whole Christmas village, all those ceramic houses, and, you know, that can get kind of expensive, and it's not something that I was going to do this year, but we decided that we'd look around and find something that we could make at home. So we used his old cereal box, and we made our own little house. And it's got a hole in the back so we can put a light in it, and we're going to make another one that just has like a church steeple. But it's just, I mean, it's literally just the Cheerios box.
Oh, and wow.
You can find actually templates for paper houses if you just Google for it, and there's tons of them.
Adorable.
My daughter would go crazy over that.
And I don't care if he plays with this, because if he breaks it or whatever, you just toss it in the recycling bin, because it's all cardboard and cardstock. It's not anything sentimental.
Kid-proof and eco-friendly. I think we need both of those things for the holidays. What about you, Karen? Where do you get your inspiration from? And I love all of the graphics on your website. Again, for somebody who's not crafty like me, I'm totally going to use some of those in some upcoming holiday decor. Where do you grab your inspiration from?
Pretty much ever. I do love Pinterest. I think a lot of us use Pinterest for inspiration now. But just when you're out and about, you may see things in a store. Like I got the idea of that wreath from one that I saw at Target, and I was like, well, you know, I can make that. So right. I think a lot of us do that. We're just out. We see things. We're like, yeah, we could try that. And it's usually not that hard to do a lot of those things. So it's fun.
What about you, Jessica? Where do you get your inspiration from?
I love magazines. Like, since I was probably 10, I've been hoarding magazines, just like Country Living, Country Home, Southern Living, but like Home Goods. I go to Home Goods and I walk around there, and there are so many things that you can buy. But if you just kind of step back a minute, you can really think about how you can make it yourself, save a ton of money. I've just gotten to a point now, I'll walk around there, not buy a thing, and go home and make something. I saw these monogrammed wreaths there, and I kind of made my own. It's in the background. I'm not sure if you can see it.
It's beautiful.
It's just a cheap boxwood wreath, a piece of drop cloth torn and tied into a bow, and then I took wine corks and hot glued them to a wooden letter that I got at Michael's for like $2. So I just really try to think about how I can make things myself to save money.
That's so smart, and it seems like making things yourself will always save waste and cost, and then have a little bit more sentimental value for you too. It's custom, made right at your house.
Well, and you can also, like for me, I've had the monogram for a while. I can take that off and move it around. I love to reuse things. I know Barb does that a lot. I've seen her, we've talked before about moving things around and changing vignettes, like taking the monogram off the wreath and maybe putting it on a bookshelf in front of some books. So I think that's important, trying to reuse what you make as well.
That is a really smart tip. I love that you were able to integrate something that could be hung year-round onto something seasonable and then put somewhere else afterward. What a way to save waste and make sure that everybody gets to see all your great work, even if they're not stopping by during the holidays.
You can also shop your house for things that are the color of the season. So like you could shop your house for red and green items, and just because they're that color, if you put them in a vignette, it'll look like it's seasonal decor when really it's just stuff that was the right color for the season.
That's so smart. What's something kind of maybe not holiday at all or kind of random that you found that you've been able to integrate into your holiday decorations this year?
In my house, I have a lot of red cooking utensils, and I just pulled them out of the drawer and put them in a jar on my counter so that it's all red rubber-tipped cooking utensils. And I just tied a piece of twine around it to kind of spruce it up a little bit, but it brings that color.
I love it. I think that's so smart. I have red cooking utensils too, so I'm really pumped. I'm going to go home and do that. Thank you for the great tip. Well, is there anything else that you guys wanted to show us today? I think this has been amazing. I have great tips for all of us to come away with. Were there any projects that we didn't get to see?
I'm going to just show you, it's just how simple for someone who's not crafty. Again, I've been talking about the natural. That's kind of been my theme this year, is using natural products. And I mean, like in 2 minutes, less than 2 minutes, you can grab a pitcher or a container of some type and fill it up. This is an English pitcher that I have. And I love getting papers out of the scrapbooking section. This one has like a script writing, and then just handwrite little messages and stick around. I have been using tons of, who thought I would be decorating from Staples this year? Because like I said, going back to the tags, I don't know if you can see them in the background. That's more of the little mail pack tags. And yeah, I've been decorating my house this year with Staples. Who would have thought that? So just think out of the box.
That is genius. Well, listen, Karen, Barb, Jessica, Christy, thank you so much for joining us this morning, and thank you so much for your great ideas. What I learned was to shop my house, reuse what I have already, go thrift out and about and maybe in my friends' closets, be natural, and not be worried that green crafting can be really easy and fun and beautiful. So thank you for your great ideas, and everyone who tuned in today, please visit everybody's websites and support their wonderful work, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Bye.